Ambassador Zethai had witnessed the rise and fall of 17 civilizations in his 3-century diplomatic career, but nothing had prepared him for the humans. The Galactic Council chamber, usually filled with the harmonious hum of universal translators and respectful discourse, now thrummed with an undercurrent of fear that made his chitinous exoskeleton ache. The human representative sat motionless at the far end of the crystalline conference table, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display showing the smoldering remains of New Geneva. Admiral Sarah Chen wore her dress uniform with military precision, every medal and ribbon a testament to battles fought in the void between stars. She hadn't spoken for the past hour, hadn't even acknowledged the various species' attempts at diplomatic intervention. Admiral Chen, Zethai began, his translator struggling with the formal cadences of Old Zarathi. The hegemony has agreed to reparations. 3 billion galactic credits for the unfortunate incident at New Geneva. Surely this demonstrates their desire for peaceful resolution. Chen's gaze slowly shifted to the Zarathi ambassador. When she finally spoke, her voice carried the cold precision of a surgical laser. 3 billion credits for 80,000 human lives. That comes to approximately 37,000 credits per person. Tell me, Ambassador, what's the going rate for a Zarathi life in your markets? The question hung in the recycled air like a weapon waiting to discharge. Several of the assembled delegates shifted uncomfortably in their environmental suits. The crystalline collective's representative chimed softly, their harmonics barely registering on the translation matrix. The humans fail to understand, the collective intoned, that this conflict serves no purpose. The hegemony acted rashly, yes, but continued aggression will only breed more violence. Peace through forgiveness has maintained galactic stability for over 2 millennia. Admiral Chen stood slowly, her movements deliberate and controlled. She activated her personal holoproge, filling the chamber with tactical displays that made several herbivorous delegates recoil. Star charts showed human fleet movements across dozens of systems, each red marker representing a military asset converging on hegemony space. You call it peace, Chen said, advancing the display to show casualty reports from the past century. We call it capitulation. The Zorathi massacred the gentlefolk of Kepler 442. Reparations were paid. The hegemony glassed 3 civilian worlds in the Outer Rim. Sanctions were imposed. The Krex collective enslaved an entire species on the pretense of uplifting primitive cultures. Strongly worded resolutions were passed. She gestured to the final image. New Geneva's orbital habitats burning like dying stars against the cosmic dark. And now they've killed our people expecting the same response, credits, sanctions, resolutions. Her smile was sharp enough to cut vacuum. They've never encountered humans before. The Altarian delegate, a gaseous being contained within a shimmering force field, pulsed an agitated yellow. What do you propose, Admiral? Totalvar? The destruction of the hegemony's 15 billion citizens? Such vengeance would make you no better than them. No, Chen replied, her tone conversational. It would make us worse. And that's precisely the point. She advanced the display again, revealing intelligence reports that made the assembled delegates lean forward despite their revulsion. Human agents had infiltrated every level of hegemony society. Their communications networks were compromised. Their military commanders had been identified and targeted. Their industrial capacity was being systematically dismantled by sabotage operations that looked like industrial accidents. The hegemony expected you to protect them, Chen continued, to broker another peace, to maintain your precious stability. But humans don't play by galactic rules. We learned warfare in gravity wells, fighting for resources that could run out. We know what extinction looks like because we've stared it in the face and chose to keep fighting anyway. Zethai's mandibles clicked nervously. Admiral, surely you cannot mean to exterminate them? No. Chen's interruption was swift and final. We're going to do something far more human. We're going to make them remember. The holographic display showed the final phase of human planning. Not orbital bombardment or fleet engagements, but something more insidious. Cultural warfare. Economic strangulation. The systematic dismantling of everything that made the hegemony a functioning civilization. Leaving them alive but broken, scattered across the galaxy as a cautionary tale. Every species in this chamber has accepted losses as the cost of maintaining peace, Chen said, her voice rising to fill the vast chamber. You've normalized atrocity by calling it diplomacy. Well, humans have a different philosophy. Touch one of ours and we will unravel your entire civilization thread by thread. We won't just defeat you. We'll erase the very concept of your culture from galactic memory. The ethereal convergence's representative, a being of pure energy contained within quantum fields, flickered with distress. This violates every principle of civilized conduct. The Council will do nothing, Chen stated flatly, because deep down you're all terrified that someday, someone might decide your people are expendable too. And now you know that humans remember everything, forgive nothing, and have the patience to pursue vengeance across centuries if necessary. She deactivated the holoproge and gathered her materials with crisp efficiency. The hegemony has 72 standard hours to surrender unconditionally. After that, we begin our work. And unlike your diplomatic solutions, our justice will be permanent. As Admiral Chen strode from the chamber, her footsteps echoing in the sudden silence, Ambassador Zethai realized that the galaxy had fundamentally changed. For 2 millennia, civilizations had chosen peace over justice, stability over accountability. They had created a universe where the strong could prey upon the weak, secure in the knowledge that eventual forgiveness would absolve all sins. But humans had never learned that lesson. They remembered every slight, every injustice, every drop of innocent blood spilled. And now they were teaching the galaxy a new principle, that some acts were unforgivable, some prices too high to pay with mere credits and empty promises. The age of convenient peace was ending. The age of human justice had begun, and the galaxy would never be the same.